Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Red Devil Experience. How you all doing? Manchester United won. Burnley won. Manchester United falter again at home, dropping 2 points to a side that is literally going to get relegated. We are relegation fodder. Disappointing result, disappointing performance. And I need to say this right off the bat. Listen, the players are to blame 110%. These players are not good enough. A lot of them have to go. A lot of changes need to be made. But at the same time, Erik ten Hag is also at fault. And you know what? Um, the current climate around Manchester United is very polarized. There is a lot of people solely going only at the players. There are a lot of people solely only going at the manager. And I'm giving it some thought here. And I think, you know what? There's probably a lot of middle ground in between those two. And I think the fans, including myself and other people, need to start thinking a little bit more clearly. I see the arguments from people that they want to protect the manager because it's been players for years, and I understand that, and I've said that too as well. But at the same time, there are many things that are going wrong under Ten Hag. I don't know this system that he's trying to implement. I just don't see it, and I understand that we don't really have the players, but at the same time, how can you possibly even if our players aren't good enough, even if our players aren't the best, they should still be able to play some type of football. He should be able to get them to play some type of football. How is Burnley playing better than us when we're home? How is Burnley playing better than us? I mean, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, and it's very, very concerning that things like this keep happening. And I think I think Manchester United fans need to let go of the fact that they believe that if the manager is sacked, the players are going to not get that the players are not going to get cleared out. That they think that the players are going to get another chance. Listen, if you believe in Ineos, correct, and you believe in what they're trying to do, and you're backing them, they are supposed to be a team of football people, right? That they like a proper structure of football people that we haven't had since Ferguson, right? So if that is to be true, and you back these people, then there is no way that they can be watching these matches, because they literally have been watching every single match since they came in January. There is no way that they're going to just sack the manager, blame the manager for everything, and be like, no, the players are 100% perfect. I think they are fully aware that the players are very problematic at this club. I think they're aware of that. I also think they're looking at it, and I think they're being fair. And this is why we keep getting reports that Erik ten Hag is going to be replaced, because I think there is a fair share of blame on both sides, and I think we have to stop being so hyper polarized in this space. I understand the world is hyper polarized, and if you say one thing, there's 10 million people that are coming out and they're like, well, why? Like if you say coffee is great, there's 10 million people ready to say, well, you're saying that tea is shit. No. Listen, there's a common middle ground here. There's a common middle ground here. The players aren't good enough, but I think Ten Hag's lost his way. I think Ten Hag's lost his way. I just don't know where he's trying to take these group of players. I don't understand why the team performs in a certain way when I don't believe that the group of the squad of players is good enough to challenge for the title. I think we need better quality players, but at the same time, we should not be getting outplayed by Burnley. Erik ten Hag should not be getting outclassed by Vincent Kompany. as a manager. These things should not be happening at the club. So while the players are at fault, Erik ten Hag's also at fault, and I just don't know where we go from this situation. I'm to the point where, listen, if they replace him, they replace him. If they continue with him, they continue with him. That's just where I'm at. I think many people are afraid, and they're backing Ten Hag solely on the fact that they are afraid of the point that they keep saying that if Ten Hag is sacked, the players get another chance. And maybe that's true, but I'm trying to go with Ineos here. I'm trying to go with Sajim. Listen, we have Omar Barada, very smart man. We have a couple people that they are very smart people, right? They are football people. I will not believe for 1 second that these football people are looking at solely just the manager, and they're going to do what Ed Woodward did, or they're going to do kind of what Richard Arnold did, and just be like, throw the manager on the bus and let the players continue to steal a wage. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So I think we have an opportunity here to... Anonymous is back. Oh my God, what's his name? Anonymous is in the chat. Hold on, Anonymous. I don't think... I think we're in a very specific... We're in a very specific situation right now where we can start completely brand new, where we have the opportunity to start with a fresh, clean slate. We have a brand new upper management. We will have a brand new manager, and we will have a squad clear out. And the squad clear out's going to take 2 seasons. You cannot clear out... Listen, I know Ralph Rangnick said, and I stand by what Ralph Rangnick said, this club needs open heart surgery. I don't think we have. I don't think we've had open heart surgery. I think we need the open heart surgery. But to do the open heart surgery in one transfer window would probably kill us. It's a pure example of what Chelsea did. They kind of just... They did a sort of open heart surgery. They bring in a lot of players. They've been suffering for it. We need to slowly, gradually clear out players. But the problem United have had is our recruitment has been poor. It's been shit. So when we have bring in players, they haven't been the right type of players. We also had a real big problem trying to get rid of players that don't need to be here. Ineos need to get these 2 things correct, and they need to do it in the next 2 seasons. The first transfer window has to be good. It has to take us from where we are this season, take us up, and then continue to improve on wherever we finish that season, whether it's 4th or 3rd or something like that. It has to improve us. But I want to focus more on the match because I said my little piece on this. Anonymous is saying to us, "Hi, bro. Hey, Anonymous. I'm trying to remember your name from last time. You're asking me Ten Hag in or out. It's a difficult question for me. I've been Ten Hag in for quite some time. But I'm losing backing in him. I'm losing backing in him because I just don't see where he's taking this club. Are you Ten Hag in or out? Let me know. And if you have a reason why, to either one, let me know. But I'm trying to stay hopeful for the guy because I do understand there is a lot of circumstances, but at the same time, there's a lot of arguments against him. And I try to be fair, and I try to view it from all sides. I do understand the injuries. I do understand how that disrupts the team. I do understand that some of these players are not good enough, and they have to go. But I also understand the arguments against it. I understand that the system doesn't look great. I understand that the direction doesn't look great under his management. A lot of his choices are very, very questionable. I think he's made a lot of wrong choices. And at the end of the day, he would even tell you himself that he is the manager And as the manager, you have to take accountability for a lot of stuff. I think he said it before. So I understand that some things are not his fault. Um, there are many things that are his fault, and I just don't see. I don't see, like here's my thing. Under Arteta at Arsenal, right? They finished, what was it, eighth, and sixth, or some shit like that. They had one Carabao Cup win, but but you could see what Arteta was trying to do with the team. You could see the identity. You could see, excuse me, the direction that he was trying to take the club. He just didn't have, or the squad. He just didn't have the players. They just weren't good enough. Didn't have the ability. With Ten Hag, I'm not seeing the identity, and also we don't have the players. So it's very, very concerning. We're gonna do player ratings. Can you guys please smash the like button for me? If you can, I greatly appreciate it. It really helps us out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notifications. Thank you very much for tuning in and all that. We're going to do player ratings. I'm going to get on more to the match because I've been going on this tangent and this rant, and we need to fix that. So I have some notes, written down some notes. Small little jots. I'm just going to write it out. So in the first half of the match, Anonymous saying Ten Hag in for now. Next season we should make the decision on him if it is the same like this season. And I could see that viewpoint. I was kind of along those lines. There we go. Addy subscribe to the channel. Thank you, sir. I hope you enjoy that. I hope that's a sir, by the way. That's just something I said. Anyway, you never know. You never know in today's world. But thank you for subscribing. And Anonymous. So you're saying you're Ten Hag in for now. I get that. Part of me wants to go that direction. Part of me wants to start just completely fresh. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence here. I'm trying to be rational. I'm trying to be level-headed. I'm trying to not be so emotional about it. And just try to and think what is the best pathway for the club to go down. And I'm really on the fence about it. Sometimes I feel like, Ten Hag's not getting the fair. There's a lot of things going against him, and he, I would like to see him go next season. And then the other times, part of me is just like, nah, we need to start completely fresh. We have a brand new hierarchy above him, whatever. Just start fresh. Just start 100% fresh. So I really don't know which way is the best for the club. I just want the club to go in the best direction. But thank you for your opinion and your comments. I appreciate it. Down about the match. If you think otherwise or you agree or whatever, get involved in the chat and I will shout. We played very well the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We controlled the game, controlled the tempo. We were playing good. We were playing quick passes, sharp. We pressed well. Anthony looked sharp in the first 20 minutes. And then he obviously went on to score the only goal that we scored. The thing that has been a key thing reoccurring this season, the entire season, the whole season, is after 25 minutes, we dropped off. They cannot do what they did in those 20 minutes for 90 minutes. This team is incapable of doing it. We know they're incapable of doing it. It doesn't come as a shock. They've been doing it all season. So this is why I'm not here ranting and raving, because I'm not surprised anymore. I feel still let down, even though maybe I probably shouldn't, and I feel disappointed. Obviously, I want my team to win, but this is not something that surprises me, because we've been doing it all season and the team hasn't figured out how to sustain this. And I don't know what the actual answer is. I don't know why they can't figure it out. I don't know. I believe some of it's partly on them, the mentality and the ability from the players. And I also feel like part of the blame comes from the coaching staff on this. They just haven't been able to figure out how to get the players. Because at the end of the day, that's the manager. You have to get the best out of the players that you have, and I don't think that he's done a very good job of that this season. And also, but the players have to want to get the best out of them, and I don't think that they've done the best that they can to that point. This is why I'm trying to say it's a balanced. It's a balance. They're both at fault. They're both at fault. So after 25 minutes, we dropped off. We got a little more slower, a little bit more sloppy. We weren't controlling the game as much. Burnley came into the game. Burnley started taking more control. Andre Onana, first half, he had 3 huge saves. I think Burnley had the better chances in the first half. Onana kept it at 0-0. I think he did very, very well in that aspect. Definitely, I thought we were going to concede a goal out of one of those 3 chances. He saved all 3 chances, and that was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, he made the stupid, dumb mistake in the second half that gave away the penalty. And you know what? At the same time, that was a series of events of just bad play. The ball should have been cleared out of the box twice, but Onana also panicked. He went crazy, and he shouldn't have jumped out the way he did. He absolutely was late to the thing. He basically punched the player in the face. Even though I know he was trying to go for the ball, he didn't actually I'm gonna punch this player in the face. But it was ill-tempered. Like, he just lost his head because he went crazy because the ball wasn't cleared, and the ball, like, he lost his head because he didn't trust his teammates. That's what it was. He didn't trust his teammates. He saw the first clearance didn't go out of the box. The second clearance didn't go out of the box. He got nervous, and he was like, they're gonna fucking score. And he just lunged at it like craziness because he was trying to get the ball out of the box. So that is a problem, but obviously it's his mistake. He made the mistake, shouldn't have made the mistake. He deserves blame, but also his teammates did not help the situation because that ball should have been cleared more than one time. Maguire was brilliant. Again, he made numerous crucial interceptions, especially in the first half. Beautiful positioning by him. Bruno created a lot of chances for his teammates. Was running the show in the beginning of the game. I think he created like nine chances during the match. Probably should have had 1 or 2 assists, but we can't seem to figure out how to score or how to play for the rest of our teammates. We make one good play and then somebody else messes it up. And the first 25 minutes, we were brilliant. We could have been up like 2-0. However, like in other games this season, we only seem to be good in 20-30 minute spells before the levels drop. And that has been a reoccurring problem all season long. And I really just don't know what to tell you about this. I mean, for real. I'm gonna do a couple player ratings, then maybe we'll talk a little bit about the second half. And all that. I need to pull up my player ratings that I have. Right. Get involved in the comments if you haven't already. Any thoughts? Anything you want to say about the match, or while I pull up my player ratings? Any thoughts? Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out. You let me know where you guys are at. I would love to hear your opinions. What you think about the penalty? The penalty against us, or the one that, or the handball that they didn't give. Because the penalty against us. Listen, I can't really argue against it. He jumped out. He took the player. He took the player out, and you could argue he was making a play for the ball, and he was late, and he never got to the ball, and he was late, and it was just stupid. The handball that didn't get called against Burnley for us, I think it's very confusing. I don't understand what a handball is anymore. I don't know the rule. I don't get it. Because solely for the fact of what was the handball that was called against. Sorry, I'm trying to type. I can't see. What was the handball that was called against Aaron Wan-Bissaka last week? right? And it was a similar type of handball, and they give the handball against Wan-Bissaka and give a penalty against us, and then we don't get a penalty. I don't understand the handball rule anymore. I don't even know what it is. Is it if it hits somebody's hand, it's an automatic penalty? Does there have to be intention? I don't know. They've changed this rule so many times. I've lost track, and quite enough. I don't even want to keep up with it because I think it's all a bunch of nonsense. I think VAR is shit. Um, I think VAR has to be eliminated in the fact of that. The referee should be being sent over. I don't care if it makes the match longer. I don't give a crap. Because I think the way it's set up right now is very bad. I think the referee should be, yeah, they are a disgrace, but I think the referee should be being sent over to the monitor because I believe the referee on the pitch should be making the decision, not some guy that's sitting in a fucking box somewhere, nowhere near the match, that nobody's going to know their names, nobody's going to be able to call them out, right? The referee on the pitch should be making the decisions. So if there is a questionable call, VAR should be sending the referee to the camera to watch the replay like they do in every other sport. I don't understand because you know what the problem is? It makes it feel more rigged. It makes it feel like it is rigged. Like they are rigging outcomes. Because it's some random guy that you don't see. There's no interaction. The fans in the stadium can't have an interaction with this guy in the VAR room. No, that guy doesn't get any criticism after the match for fucking blowing a call. And just like I'm saying, people then start going after the PGMOL and they just say VAR. But who is controlling VAR? It is a person and he is making the call. So I feel like the whole thing is just not set up correctly. It's just not set up correctly. So here I'm getting the player ratings. Here we go. So Onana, 5.5. I think he did very well in the first half. He made some very important saves. He said, I like your view. I have to go. Bye. Good luck. Thank you, Anonymous, for joining us. Appreciate you. I see you later. I was trying to remember your name. I can't remember your name from last time. Change your name. Why you gotta be anonymous? Put your name there. No, just joking. We'll catch you later. Anyway. Andre Onana, 5.5. I think he made some very big, important saves. But at the end of the day, that mistake, unfortunately cost us 3 points. So I'm probably gonna have to go with the 5, because he lost his head. It was stupid. I understand why he understood why he did it, but at the same time, he shouldn't have done it. I think he would tell you that. I think he knows it was a mistake. I think when he watches that back later, he would know that he didn't have to do it, and that he shouldn't have done it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka for me, 4.5, 5. Man was lost. Poor going forward. Just not a good display from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Just not a good display from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And I listen. He needs to be one of the players that has to be sold. He does not fit the football that we're trying to do. He doesn't listen. Wan-Bissaka wouldn't play for a City. He wouldn't play for Arsenal. He wouldn't play for Liverpool. He wouldn't play for probably Tottenham. He is just not the guy that can go forward. We don't need that. We want to play a certain type of football, right? So we need him. We need an attacking. We need a Frimpong. For me, Frimpong is the player. You sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka, get 15, 20 million for him if you can. Frimpong is available for 35 to 40 million from a buyout clause. I think that's an absolute steal for a player like Frimpong. He is perfect, right? And then we will have Diego Dalot, and we will have Frimpong. And I think that is perfect combination. Harry Maguire, for me, I'm giving him a 6.5. I think Maguire was very, very solid again, especially in the first half. He was very, very good. He made some very key interceptions. I don't think he did anything wrong at all. Wasn't at fault for the goal. Uh, they didn't have a goal up until then. I think he was very, very solid again. He tried to go forward. I'll give him a 7. I think, um, he did what he needed to do, like he's been doing very consistently. And yeah, he's one of the players that's the only one that's really been fighting, that's really been showing, that's really been consistent on a game to game basis, just doing his most. And I just don't see, you know, um, I just don't see how he doesn't get a good score. I don't think he put a foot wrong today. Casemiro again. Listen, he's playing center back. I probably give him a 6. Um, probably give him a 6. I think he did all right in some spaces. I still don't like. He tries these long balls over the top. They're not good. Just stop doing them. Stop doing them. But I would probably give him a 6 because I think he was average. And again, we didn't. He's not a center back, and we didn't actually concede any goals. Other than this stupid penalty we gave up, and that was basically from Onana's fault. Delo, I'm gonna give him a 5.5, a 5. He wasn't great today. He gave up the ball way too many times, way too many times. And he struggled today. Even Kobe Mainu, he's getting a 5.5 from me today. I think Kobe struggled today as well. And listen, these scores are not really personal. In terms of like that, I'm not trying to single out anybody. It was just that the team didn't perform well, so I don't think you can give many players a high score. And to be fair, to me, Mainu struggled today. He did struggle today, even though he was probably one of the better players on the pitch. The team struggled, and he definitely struggled. Um, like for example, Ericsson, he's getting a 4.5 or a 5 for me. And that's what I'm saying. Like Kobe's getting a 5.5, but Ericsson was worse. Ericsson was more dead at the end of the match, but I understand Kobe's been playing a lot of games, and I guess Ten Hag is worried about Kobe getting injured because obviously he knows that Kobe is way, way more important. He's been way more pivotal, and he doesn't want to lose another pivotal, important player to injury. So I guess he's trying to protect him, but at the same time, like it's hurting us in matches. But you know, I think Bruno 5.5. Same shit. I think he did good. In the first half, he created many chances. Nobody capitalized on his chances. Second half just wasn't great. Like the rest of the team, just wasn't great. Alejandro Garnacho, same thing, 5.5. I think he had some moments here and there. He was good. Some other moments that he wasn't good. Um, Probably should have scored. We had a few chances we should have scored. Hoyland for me today, 5. Um, I was watching a lot of things from him. Listen, he doesn't get service, but also his positioning, he needs to do better in some aspects. He literally doesn't get service, but there are times where he's not going into the correct position as a striker or where I want him to be, and I don't know why. I don't know if that's just inexperience and he's not making the correct decision. I don't know if that's because he is um because he's not receiving opportunities, he's dragging himself out of position to get on the ball, and therefore then he's not getting into positions that he should be in because he's already out of position. Uh, but yeah, I also think it's a little bit of both, and I think that's why we need a more experienced striker because he needs somebody to learn off of these things. He's 20, he's young, he doesn't have the experience, um, and he needs somebody to learn off of. But he didn't have a great game either. He had like maybe one or two opportunities. The ball came to his feet. The concerning thing that's concerning me about Hoyland is in the beginning of the season he was doing very well holding the ball up. And he hasn't been doing that. He hasn't been doing so good holding the ball up. He's been losing the ball up. He doesn't look like he's it looks like he's lost a bit of strength, which I don't understand how that's possible, but yeah, it just I don't know. Um Scott McTominay didn't do nothing. 5 um didn't do anything. Um was obviously put on to get a goal, didn't get the goal, and I don't think he impacted the match in any way. Diallo probably like a 5.5, 6 maybe 6. Um it was just a bad team performance. Like these scores that I'm giving, they're not even solely like more. It was just overall all around play. Nobody played well. Um, Amrabat, I mean, he wasn't in for long, and like, what is he gonna do? 6, 5, whatever. Mason Mount, what are you gonna give him? 6. I mean, how long was he in for? What did he do? You missed Anthony. Anthony scored the goal. I think he had a good first half. Um, a 6, 6.5 maybe if you're pushing it for the goal in the first half performance. The second half performance wasn't great. It wasn't great by anybody on the team. And Ten Hag, he's gonna get 4 or 5 for today because we're home. We lost 2 point. We lost 2 points. I think he got out. I think he got outmanaged a little bit by Vincent Company today and a Burnley team. And while his options are limited, you know, his options are limited, and he doesn't have many things he can do about that. Listen, what are you gonna what you gonna do about it? You have to manage the game with what you got. This is football. Things happen. Um, and I don't know. It's not looking great for him. It's not looking great for him. Well, what I want to say is thank you to everybody that's tuned in. I went on a little bit of a rant earlier, so this kind of went extended over what it was supposed to be. Uh, if you haven't already, please smash the like button for us. It helps us out, and I greatly appreciate it. Last time, I think we had about 10 likes, which is uh pretty high for us. So I greatly appreciate everybody that liked the last one, and thank you. I hope you enjoyed these. Um, I will be returning either tomorrow, or Monday. Definitely, we're gonna do probably another live stream. Talking about some topical stuff. Depends what's on the news. Definitely be back. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notifications so you know when we go live. Get involved in the comments down below under the video. Put in your opinions, your thoughts, whatever. I'll shout you out on the next one if you didn't want to get involved here. And other than that, thank you for being here. I hope you all have a great day. And we will definitely see you on the next one. Other than that, we will catch you later. Thank you. Have a good day.